Welcome to Stop the Madness. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Stop the Madness. I'm your host, The Kid Plot. Thank you for joining us today. Once again, my co-host, of course, Isaac Cotto. We are in the building with another great video for you guys. But before we get started, make sure you like the video, share the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and help us get to how many subscribers?
3K.
Help us get there. And
we're officially the Three Ball Dudes podcast.
we got a special guest in the building. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Tony Fernandez.
That's my big brother, the oldest of the crew.
The OG.
We had to bring him on board because he wanted to react to this video that we have for you guys. Tell him what we talking about, Cotto.
Hey, we got Kamala on CNN.
It's Kamala.
Harris. Madam Vice President doing what she does best. The art of answering a question.
The goat of the word salad.
Without answering the question. Let's check it out.
Something you can point to in your life, political life, or in your life in the last 4 years that you think is a mistake that you have learned from?
I mean, I've made many mistakes, and they range from, if you've ever parented a child, you make lots
You don't
of
have to.
mistakes.
She is tap dancing in her brain.
In my role as vice president, I mean, I've probably worked very hard at making sure that I am well versed on issues, and I think that is very important. It's a mistake not to be well versed on an issue and feel compelled to answer a question.
Yo, bro.
Can I please address this?
Hey, go ahead, Tom. I mean, did she answer this question?
Let me address what this woman just told the American public, to be honest with you. This is the epitome of a word salad. If you want to Google it, y'all can Google it. She basically did not, it wasn't in her best interest to answer the question directly because it wouldn't help her. She just totally went around the entire question because she's lost in the sauce. She's complete. She
answered the question.
She said,
but she wasn't direct.
She said it was a mistake to not be prepared.
She wasn't direct at all. She went all like I'm sitting there, like my eyebrows. I kept saying to myself, "What?"
I saw you was concentrating, trying to find the answer to the question.
She was done. She was like, that's a word salad.
And you can see when she's talking, you can see she's doing the mental gymnastics.
Absolutely.
In her
she's
head.
trying to avoid the question because it's not going to behoove her. It's not going to behoove her at all.
What can I say? What can I say? And honestly, I think I would appreciate it. So, one of the things, I get frustrated really fast or whatever. She could say that. At times I get frustrated when things don't get done in a timely manner, and I lose my temper at times.
What I can't believe is how is it that you get asked a question that requires a specific, direct answer? He said, have you ever made a mistake in political or even in your personal? And you literally are afraid to answer the question legitimately. You're afraid to say, yeah, you know what? We could have did this better or we could have did that better. So what does she say?
Yeah.
Well, she brings up parenting a child and making mistakes. You have no experience in that, so I don't know why you would even bring that up.
When she got married to her husband, one child was 21, the other one was 16. Go figure.
So again, like you bring up something that you have no experience in, and then your answer is literally dodgeball.
Well,
like how could you possibly say, "Oh, it's a mistake to not be versatile"? Is that what she said? Like versatile on subject?
She said something. It's a mistake not to be prepared. Like
prepared for like different things.
I think an easy response would have been the pull out of Afghanistan. Like clearly there were some issues that we had, and we could have done something better. That's something. If we did something like that, whatever.
But she won't do that because she's going to give ammunition to the other side.
But she would not lose any votes by giving that answer, right? Like
no, but the other side will try to use that. See, this is why we need a new regime.
Yeah, at this point, we're 2 weeks out.
Oh yeah, whoever your decision is made up.
Like,
for the most part. Most people, not everybody, but most people.
Pick up a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think showing a little honesty and say, look, we could have done that better. I would have done this differently. Or maybe we could have done this differently. If we had that scenario again, I would have done X. Right?
Yeah.
She doesn't lose any votes. She might actually pick up a vote or two.
Yeah.
But she's not going to lose any.
Yeah. No. I don't think so. No, at this point,
whoever's going to vote for
correct.
for her, she's not going to lose any. So I don't. I think she does more damage
by doing tiptoeing and
by
doing
what she does.
doing that BS. So I wanted to ask Tony something. Why is it like? What is it that you? I know you're not the biggest fan of Trump, and clearly you're not the biggest fan of Kamala.
No.
So my question to you is, like, what are you doing this voting cycle?
Listen, it's the lesser of two evils, bro.
What do you feel? What? Okay, so this is one example. I said, if you listed down the policies from the Republicans and Democrats, and your eyes were closed, and they just said the list.
Talking to the mic.
What I look at is, I do a checklist, pros and cons each side, because you're not going to be 100% on each side. 100%. You're going to have some things that are missing. So you break down. Okay, I like this going to be touched. And you see which one, and that's the only way to do it. There's no other way.
So which one, when you go down your mental checklist? When I
go down my mental
what are your
checklist,
top 3 issues?
I have to go with the border.
Okay.
And I got to go Trump there. I have to go with the economy. I got to fucking, use my French, I got to go Trump there. You know, and there's more pros to Trump because, let's be honest, let's just not experienced. I can't put my country in someone who doesn't have that experience, man. I can't do that.
She's been the vice president for 4 years.
I don't care about that. The girl, I can't do that. I can't.
Okay, so based on the policies that the Republican Party, Trump,
I just think that. See, me, I'm big on the economy. Okay, huge on the economy.
Okay,
Kamala and Trump, not even close.
All right, let me ask you this: You're big on the economy.
Can't do it.
This is. Obama had the economy doing well. Trump steps in office. Do you think Trump directly, because to me, you could have been Joe Smith that would have been elected president after Obama, and that economy would have still steamed at 0% interest rate. All the things were in place. You could have been Joe Blow, construction worker, elected president, and the economy would have still been running well.
Okay, that's a good point. But here's what I could tell you. I think, this is my opinion, okay? When Obama came into office, it was crap. We get it. We understand. 08 blew up. It was a mess. Here's the thing. Am I going to trust a person that I know about business that has been bankrupt and resurrect himself multiple times because he knows how to do it? Or am I going to go with someone who has no idea how business works and how the border works? That's my thing. Those are my 2 biggest things. I got to be honest, man. Nothing against Kamala Harris. But the bottom line is I got to go with what I see.
So then clearly we know which direction you're going.
Yeah.
So you're not too offended and too worried about Trump's personality, his arrogance. You're not too worried about that.
That's besides the point. I don't care if he's a child, if he's in high school. He thinks he's in high school. I don't care about that. You could be what you want to be, but at the end of the day, got experience.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take the lesser of 2 evils. I'm not going to take a flyer.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take a flyer on someone with our country. It's a flyer. It really is, y'all. It really is a flyer. You're taking a flyer on, like, hope. And I'm not going to be like, oh, this guy's such a jerk. I'm not going to. No, he was already president. The country didn't die.
We didn't have
there 4 years.
Bro, we didn't have wars at all.
That's what I'm trying to tell
Economy
you.
was actually booming. Gas was actually even lower than what it was.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah,
real,
I'm of the position when he came into the office, the economy was going to move forward.
And it had to, because when you have that kind of a downturn, yes, the economy was gonna blow.
It was gonna move forward.
It was gonna move, and the economy's always gonna listen. When it comes to Wall Street, man, I'd rather have a guy that knows about business, someone who does.
What I do believe, and because he said it with his own mouth, he would put pressure on the Fed regarding the interest rates, right? So he can't, they make the decision, but he picks who's the head of the Fed, right? So indirectly, he can put pressure and apply pressure as far as when it comes to lowering the rates and stuff like that.
Oh, no question. And
so I believe he would put pressure like, hey, I don't care what you got to do, but these rates need to come down. Like, do whatever you got to do.
We need to get to.
I believe as a business person,
Absolutely.
he would
Absolutely
apply that kind of pressure.
So let me tell you why the economy is great, border is great. That's all cool, and we want that, right? But for me, the reason why I am going Trump and why I already voted for Trump is there's a few reasons, but I'm going to give you the ones that really stand out to me. So for me, he is out of the two. He's the one that is not. You can see it. No one controls him. He's going to say what's on his mind. He's going to do what he wants. And I actually appreciate and like that. I don't like establishment. Kamala is an established political. She's an establishment person. Mm-hmm. We don't even know if she's actually going to be the one running the country, because guess what? They just said Biden can't run the country. He's still in office running the country. They're not letting him run because they don't believe that he's capable enough to run. But yeah, he's still the president now. So who knows if he's actually running the country now? Just being real. There's other people behind the scenes, I guarantee you. And the reason why they probably want Kamala to be in office is so that they can continue to have their power. I don't know who these people are. I'm just saying that this looks like, if you're telling me Biden can't run again and Biden is not suitable, he's still the president right now for the next, until January, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's one reason. No one's controlling Trump. We all agree with that. We can tell. And then two, what you see is what you get. That is the most genuine thing you can ask for from any human being. What you see is what you get. What I see from Kamala, I don't know if I'm getting that, because she's shown me many different things depending on the crowd that she speaks to. Guess what? Trump talks the same way everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
So what you see is what you get.
It is what it is.
It ain't going to be no fake in the front. Ain't going to be no two-face with him.
Can I interject?
Sure.
As human beings, I'm going to ask both of y'all.
Talk more in the mic.
I'm going to ask both of y'all. You like uncertainty? Do you like uncertainty?
No, of
not
course.
at all.
As human beings, we don't like uncertainty.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two candidates, who's more uncertain?
For sure is Kamala.
100%.
I rest my case.
Exactly.
Rest my case.
Yeah,
So,
I mean
that's a big deal.
I rest my case.
Look. Let's, the last election cycle, Trump. I don't know if we can Google it, but I don't know how many votes he lost by.
He only lost by a couple thousand. He had 79,000 something.
He
and
lost
he
a
had,
popular.
I'll give you the exact.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there was 80 something million people that voted Democrat, right? And he lost. He lost the election for a reason. What that reason is, I agree. COVID, there's nothing.
Who knows?
I think the way COVID was a tsunami, he could not.
I mean, that was a freak of nature. That was a freak of nature.
If COVID doesn't happen, he gets reelected.
Yeah, that was a freak of nature.
If COVID doesn't happen, he gets reelected, right? It's a swing of a few million votes based on what the economy is doing.
Right.
I don't know how much this whole thing about war and all this kind of stuff, how many people really vote based on that. I know the economy is the major issue, and
the border.
And the border is because why they made it an issue. They made it an issue. It became a big deal, and of course, you can't deny the numbers. The last few years, millions. Like The Rock, and millions and millions have crossed into the country.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I don't know if they crossed. We can't say they've crossed illegally, because they've all crossed, been processed and sent through. Right? They didn't cross illegally. They crossed.
They come through the process.
They went through
they go through the process
and were allowed into the country.
Right.
By this administration.
Right.
Good, bad, or ugly, but it is what it is. Those are the two major issues. What's our number? What did he lose by last time?
So Biden receives more than 81 million votes.
And
then I'm having a hard time finding Trump's.
Let's just Google vote tally.
Yeah, hold on.
It's the vote tally. If this thing was live, we would have like 100 people telling us what the vote tally
is.
It
said, damn, it was more than I thought. It said popular vote. Trump had 74 million.
He lost by 7 million votes.
Oh, so he lost by 7 million.
Yeah. So all that fraud election crap.
I thought it was 79. Okay.
even if you give him 1 million votes that were fraudulent,
It was smoke.
he lost, right? He was
smoke.
lost.
He was all, yeah.
But I think the problems are so big at this point, and the economy is such an issue that he can pick up those votes at this point.
I mean, if you go based on what the feel is, I mean, to me, it feels like Biden doesn't. I'm sorry, Kamala doesn't stand.
She's a scramble candidate.
Yeah,
they scrambled to get a candidate.
Sure,
they scrambled. This is a scramble.
She did not earn.
No, this is a scramble candidate.
I think election night. We need to do a live election night.
You do a live
election night, and we invite as many people as many microphones we can connect. And just kind of go.
That would be cool.
And get some drinks and just kind of see this thing through.
That would be cool. I mean, we got like 5-6 mics.
Yeah, we could do it. That's when is the actual election day?
November 5th.
Oh,
2 weeks, bro.
Not even close.
Fucking
yeah. I might be on a trip. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up with that. We'll see what we can do election night. It'd be very interesting. Hey, thank you for watching. We out of here. Peace. See y'all soon. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel and click here. If you want to see more videos like this, click here.